Let's paint a picture. You're in your 60s. You're really close to retirement. You decide to pull the trigger. It's time to go. You get some retirement paperwork in the mail from your employer. It's your pension options. You start looking at the options. One of them, they'll send you a big old bag full of cash. The other one, they'll send you a little check every month. Lump sum versus pension. Which is the better option? We're going to talk about what it is today. We're going to talk about how you should analyze it. Stick around. Hi, I'm Antonio Cibella with Vision Wealth Management. Today we're talking lump sum pension buyout versus electing your monthly pension benefit. So, pensions, typically funded by your employer. Money builds up there over the years. When it gets to be time to retire, you make your pension election. That's a whole separate thing as far as all of the different options. But today we're going to focus on a monthly benefit versus a lump sum buyout. Oftentimes, companies with pensions are trying to get those off the books. They're very expensive. People are living a long time. And so they say, hey, you have this much in your pension account. We'll just go ahead and cut you a check. You can roll it over into an IRA. It's not taxable if you do it. And you have this big lump sum of money. Wouldn't that be nice? Whether it makes sense or not for you depends on a lot of things. So let's start talking about how that works. In your own specific circumstance, you need to look at, it always comes back to this, your cash flow. What do you have coming in retirement, or what will you have coming in retirement versus how much does it cost you to live every month? What sort of payments do you have? What sort of bills? You need to pay for gas and groceries and all of that kind of stuff, right? So, do you need the monthly pension benefit? That's step number one. If you need the cash flow, the big lump sum sounds nice, probably doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Step number two, longevity. How's your health? How's your family history? Are you likely to stick around for a long time? The longer you're likely to live, I know we don't know the future, but the longer you're likely to live, the more important that monthly benefit is, because you're going to collect more checks and it can substantially out-earn what the lump sum might be. Step number three, if you pass through the first two gates and you say, well, I've got positive cash flow, I don't need the monthly benefit necessarily. Step number two, I'm not necessarily worried about living for a particularly long period of time. I think it would be more beneficial for me to have the lump sum. You've got to start to compare that lump sum dollar amount versus the monthly benefit. I'll give you an example. Let's say you get to retirement, your lump sum option is $300,000. Sounds really nice, $300,000, a whole lot of money. Your monthly benefit is $2,500 a month. Well, that's $30,000 a year. That's a 10% payout, if you will, from a lump sum of $300,000, meaning if you elect the monthly payment at $30,000 a year, it's going to take you 10 years worth of payments to essentially have spent the entire $300,000. After that, you're in the positive. The flip side is if you take that $300,000 lump sum, you don't have $2,500 a month anymore. It's going to be really difficult to create a lasting $2,500 a month income stream from a pool of $300,000. It's probably impossible to do something like that guaranteed for life, which is what you have subject to the ability of the pension plan to make the payments if you just took the payment option. So you got to start to look at that. Now the flip side, if they say, you can get $300,000 in a lump sum, or you can get $1,000 a month, it's drastically changed the numbers. Now you need 300 payments without even accounting for inflation and the time value of money and things like that. You need at least 300 payments just to get back the lump sum that they're offering you. Might make more sense to take the lump sum, even if you need to recreate that $1,000 a month to get your cash flow right. As you can see, there's a lot that goes into this. You want to work with somebody when you're doing this sort of thing. Talk to your financial advisor. If you don't have a financial advisor and you're looking for some advice because you just got that letter in the mail, feel free to shoot me an email, give me a call, something like that. I'll be happy to help you with it. Remember, it's an important decision. You only get to make it once. Can't put the toothpaste back in the tube, as they say. Make sure you look at all of the options, all of the variables. Today we talked about some of the big ones. There's more to it than that. Make sure you get some good advice when you're making this decision. Good luck to you. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something, and I'll see you soon.